When I say God is good, do I have a sticky on my bed? It's all right. What it was used for it now? Skin looking real nice. Real nice. Cause we going back to sender all them pimps. Woo! It's a good day. It's a good day. Now, was I gonna come on here and do a message? Probably not. I had intentions of doing a particular message today. One will be uploaded soon. But the message overall today, I did not think I was gonna do this today. But it was just like, yo, um, let's see. Something about February 3rd, 2025. That day was a day of revelations and epiphanies. Now, I was just talking about in the previous message about the book of Revelations. And I was like, why am I talking about the book of Revelations? I was like, in the previous message, I was talking about, it might have been the Sagittarius message. I was talking about like basically how everything led, no pun intended, to the book of Revelations to a certain extent. I didn't really go much into the topic. But since the book of Revelations is coming up in regards to epiphanies, in the previous message, obviously, if you can tell, this is a channel message right now. So obviously, I'm talking about, Masonry, the 12 disciples, what that kind of looked like from the variation of God. I guess the first occult leader ever. Then I was talking about the book of Revelations, like there's something very significant about that. I feel as though, the whole book, the Bible, is a book about stories. Some consider it fables. I consider it a book of morals, the characteristics of human beings, the evolution of human beings, any in every situation you can think of that a human being can go through, um, and what their response was in the Bible as all these different human beings and individuals, and how that led to the book of Revelations. Because the book overall had a lot of lessons, morals inside of the Bible. This Bible is actually the the Bible is like based on something that happened 2,000 years ago, over 2,000 years ago. What do people believe? What do people don't believe? It still carries weight and significance to many different, denominations. People had to, even like, not even to be funny, in order to make God forbid, a satanic book, you had to base that off of the Bible. Because God was there first. God created the people. God kicked his enemy out of heaven, gave him dominion on earth. Not really, because we discussed that in the previous message that God still has control, like, of that situation. So it's like, when it comes to people and these characteristics they have when they do ungodly things, and I'm not saying every person should be God, and nobody is God. There's only one and only God. But it's like when people want to be evil, you work out a malicious intent and stuff like that. It's just like, you know, I mean, you got the right one. Like, yo, this is crazy. Hold on. This is crazy. All right. In the previous channel message, it was titled "Someone Wanted to Destroy Your Destiny. God Spinning a Block on Your Enemies." When I say what, yo, what? When I say like today's good. So I had 3 different channel messages or zodiac reads I was going to do a message on, but if you go onto Patreon, I have this one particular SNR read that I just previously did, and I was talking about how it was a medium read where, certain celebrities were giving examples of modern day celebrities, deceased celebrities talking about modern day celebrities and what they're going through in the industry in regards to depression and narcotics and drug intake. And I was like, why am I talking about this today? Because I didn't have any clue that what I was going to talk about that previous day. And I knew the message would correlate with certain people, because you don't have to be necessarily a celebrity to know or go through, drug abuse or the spirit of depression. God forbid. I do not wish that on myself or any other person, that is a supporter of this platform. But sometimes certain topics need to be talked about. So I'm like, all right, because this week has been very weird. I was talking about in the Sagittarius and the Leo message previously. You can go check that out if it resonates to you. I was talking about like I was talking about like basically, I don't know, like this week has been really weird. Like it's like God wanted me to see something in particular, but like the way I had to view it in a certain extent, it was like, oh nah. And God knows my temperament, so I understand like why He had to show me certain things in this particular way. This week was weird. Like the previous week, really good. This week is pretty good too. I was talking about the previous message. I believe it was Sagittarius or the channel message. I was talking about how, when it comes to your plans, your goals, the things you have to yourself, a lot of people like to keep their plans and goals to themselves before, success arrives for them until they complete something in specific. Because there are people, these quote unquote negative Nancy's, that if they could do it, they would have did it, but they couldn't. So then like they want to attach to what you got going on, your blessings, your goals that you want to achieve, and then somehow fit in the goals and the plans that you then took your time to train for, to plan about, you actually did, and then they want to just like, no shade, but in the previous message I was talking about how the visual depiction of Jesus is some guy named Sorgatus or something. I ain't really. You go read your history books or whatever, or go do some information if you want to figure out who I'm talking about. But the visual depiction of Jesus is not actually Jesus, because how it's narrated in the Bible and what the visual depiction of Jesus is in the Bible is two different things, because scientifically proven that it's another guy. And if you go look it up, you can figure out who that guy was, and you can figure out what kind of person he was and what that actual person picture, the depiction visual of Jesus, who he is not, what he was intended to be used for. Now that's a part of the channel message today. People being used. There's people that are being used as vessels, and I'm talking not the vessels of God. To even get into a depressive state, that spirit of depression, that is not a spirit that's like encompasses God and stuff like that. That is like the enemy trying to attack. But what happens between the enemy trying to attack you, God forbid, and then you accepting the attack? You don't have to accept depression. I know a lot of people find that the spirit of depression is something hard to like not accept. But what even makes you want to even accept depression? There's stories in the Bible that show like how, I don't want to bring that story up because like that, like it's some stories in the Bible, it's kind of sad. But it shows that, if you prevail, you get the blessings. But it also shows that like God doesn't necessarily like throw depression or bad circumstances at you be like for fun or something like that. Like that's the attack of the enemy. That's merely the attack of the enemy. And this really shows in certain Bible stories that, do you know how to discern when God is doing something for you and when the enemy is trying to do something for you? Do you know when, like, it's just like discernment. Discernment is very, 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 important. So I was talking about in the previous channel message that's going to be uploaded today. I was talking about praying against a car crash. Somebody could have wanted you to like meet your demise in a really, really sad way. Somebody could have been trying to attack your vehicle. And God said, back to sender. Like, and oh my goodness. So like, I'm going to read these channel messages and then from the dream state, and then we're going to get into the overall channel message because there's a lot going on. You can go look into the previous messages, too much BS going on. There's some more intel there. Now, instead, a car crashed into the next yard, a building, destroying a wall. The car and the others inside on impact. Excuse me. Now, the channel message from there was crash next yard building. Now, the interesting thing is when I seen next yard, the first thing I thought about was this particular song. Nobody had to know. Nobody had to know. Nobody had to know. Come into my yard. Somebody's like, shh, nobody had to know. Like somebody do not want you to say something. Say that. Say it. Say it. What you scared? Like why? Like what? Who? First of all, who is another person tell you can't use the First Amendment? You can say whatever you want to say. Like the reason why this particular person don't want you to say something in particular is because then you gonna mess they situation up. Somebody who got evil. How somebody who got evil tendencies, evil plans, trying to do evil plans against you. You might not even know what the intent of this person is. They trying to do evil against you. They telling you, shh, don't say nothing. No, I'm gonna say something. What are you talking about? Like what? So something about that song. I don't know. That's a Caribbean song, right? I don't know where that man is from. I can't think of the guy's name. If you know the song, you know the song. So then, God is love. Then something about building. This is now goes back to the previous message I was talking about masonry and stuff like that, and we talking about the 12 disciples and all stuff like that. And you know, it's interesting because in the 12 disciples, the number 12 very significant Pisces, and you know, out of the 12 people, one look peep game, 12 disciples. The number 12 is in regards to two different things, Pisces, and also the 12th house in regards to birth chart. And in your birth chart, the 12th house is hidden enemies. One of the 12 disciples from Jesus' disciples or whatever, God's disciples, whatever, betrayed the leader. Mind you, 12 was hidden enemies. It was only one supposed hidden enemy. When you take 12 minus 1, it's 11. 11 is Aquarius. Who was the celebrity? Jesus. Who was the biggest celebrity? God. What did we talk about in the previous message? Masonry. So I don't know if it's a Masonic group, a fraternity. It has to do with men. The Leo sign is very, very, very prevalent in this message. This has something to do with men. Like, and we're going to get into it. Because it could be there's a man somewhere jealous of another man. And he wanted to betray this man so bad. Like this man could have even went to the extent of planning a car crash for this person. Something about we were talking about the United Airlines, the flights and stuff like that. Like somebody is plotting. Like somebody really want to see somebody down bad, all because they not them. Like, do you understand the mental? This is somebody that really needs to be like put down for real. Like take him to the vet, put down all that. Because what? How you gonna be mad about somebody else's destiny? We're gonna get into that. So next, and the thing is, like, and so in regards to masonry building, that's an earth sign reference towards Virgo, Capricorn, very significant. I don't know. The previous message was God spending the block on these ops. When I tell you, and it's so like, I'm hearing the word, but I can't say it, but like, it's so detailed the way this person wanted someone. Imagine somebody like thinking, not saying it, keeping it to themselves, playing things in the background like that's my enemy. Whole time they really the op. Like people be having like namaste. People be having like these weird like misconceptions. Like maybe this person might have like a something mentally, they might be mentally challenged in a certain way. Maybe their perceptions are not clear. Maybe they need to like somebody needs to clean their crown chakra. I don't know what's going on. Like somebody like they might have that rose colored glasses on because they're not seeing the situation clear. And for it to be at that extent to be wishing somebody harm and that person's being used as a vessel now and they're actually in the wrong, that is giving signs of possession. I'm not talking about material possession. I'm talking about spiritual demonic possession. Because no human being gonna wake up one day and be thinking no evil thoughts about another human being and they ain't do nothing to them. But be themselves. If somebody that upset that somebody their self and living in their destiny, that means that person is possessed. And we're gonna get to a story time how I peeped something this week. It was crazy. This week has been so like esoteric. So immediately got out of the vehicle unharmed, but knew everyone in the car was dead. Walked out of the complex exit. Now, somebody could have wanted a real serious attack sent to you. Somebody could have went to the extent of like beauty spells, death magic, could do all this stuff against somebody because they was jealous and envious of their destiny, their life path, and stuff like that. And God was like, "You will not touch my child." This child of God could never like. And this person I've seen it in the dreams that this person is so mad. I had a dream where like somebody was like trying to take somebody basically to their death, and this person just kept escaping, me included. But like this person just kept escaping, like kept escaping. And this is like a year, 2 years ago. And in the dream state, like it was something about driving on the expressway, and then something about it was interesting because on the expressway it was like I don't know if this has anything to do with the planes that's crashing now, but like in the dream, this was like a year, 2 years ago, there was like a plane in the middle of an expressway, and like it had crashed or whatever like that. But like when the person had evacuated the vehicle where this person would try to take him to their death, it matters who's driving you, especially in the dream state. And it was just like this crazy. It was a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. So like fast forward when they got into the plane, like I guess the person was trying to escape, go somewhere. The first thing they seen was just like this plane in the middle of the expressway. They went into the plane, and when they went in the plane, everybody was like just acting normal, like the plane wasn't in the middle of the expressway. I just remember seeing the flight attendants just like doing what they were doing to each other, doing their job basically and stuff like that. And that was like a different realization for me on a different extent. So I was just like, because I had to handle that. Like, and it matters. It matters who you get. I mean, to each his own. If you know how to protect yourself, like it doesn't matter if somebody gives you a gift or whatever, a physical gift or whatever. Even like if you know how to protect yourself, you're fine, whatever. But like you don't have to take any gift that anybody gives you. But that's another story for that day. Good thing I know how to protect myself. One moment. Why not? Like you know what somebody is doing. God gave you discernment to know. You see it. You know it. Now, somebody could have did like a come to me spell. Somebody could have been like, yeah, this gonna work. They're gonna come to me, and I'm gonna plan to do evil to them. Whole time, you know what they're trying to do. Now they not only are they possessed, they could possibly now be obsessed. Possessed, obsessed, possessed, obsessed. Why those two rhyme? something about that word alliteration, word magic, word alchemy and stuff like that. Like now, this person who's trying to apply on you so bad that now they realizing that it's not working. Now they're becoming obsessed with you, and like because they don't understand, even though there is a God, they don't understand why their plans are not working. Is it not God? This is the thing. Like even with blessings on blessings, blessings on blessings on blessings. Yeah. But what's it called? It. Thanks for that message. Now, a Sagittarius. Something about the Sagittarius papers. Parent teacher travel. Something about travel plans because we're talking about this. Like somebody wanted like an innocent child involved. God forbid. Like this person, the level of the extent level of terrible desires that this person was trying to put on another person is going to ultimately happen to this person. And it's crazy because it's just like, why did you think it was going to be anything else? This person could have been doing this to people for a very, very long time. And then God sent the right person to them. God, you might not even know, like, you are somebody's karma. You are somebody's karma, like lethally, fatally. Like you were somebody's karma. Somebody was supposed to come in contact with you, so you could just finish him off, and you don't even have to. You ain't had to do nothing. It could have been something you said. It could have been something you did. Like ever since this person probably had some sort of weird vendetta against you, but it was never them intentionally having a problem with you. It was the spirit that was possessing them. Now, we're talking about the car and it's dead. This is talking about this person can't travel. This person either didn't want you to travel, now they can't travel. Something could have happened to their vehicle. And something about, like, I don't know if this person going to die or what. Like, this just is crazy. But, like, they're either physically deceased or spiritually deceased. They're either going to become physically deceased or they are spiritually dead. To even be in that sort of mindset against somebody else's destiny. Now, next message reads, left and front, something about a church entrance. So if you ever get the chance and you want to alchemize, you can go listen to the American Heritage Society Ambassador playlist, and you can sing along or whatever. It should help. If you want to figure out who that person is, it should help. You can also go to the 9-minute prayers. If you're feeling like somebody weird is in your energy, but like I gotta to tell y'all, if you're not a supporter, I do not suggest you go to that 9-minute prayer. It's real serious. We don't play with them prayers. It's so interesting because like a few months ago, right, there was a certain situation where I knew somebody was trying to spiritually attack me, and it was narrowed down to 3 people. And it was a Gemini, it was a Taurus, and it was a Scorpio. 2 men, 1 woman. So, in regards to spirituality and stuff like that, when it comes to witches and warlocks, right, I learned that before a witch or warlock can do something, you have to do something to like offend them or something like that first, right? But they got to be within the right to try and attack you. If a witch or warlock is not in the right to attack you, that shit is an automatic back to sender. It don't matter how long you gotta take. It don't matter. Like, just understand. So, me, I'm not a witch or warlock. You feel me? But as an alchemist, I understand the spiritual laws, the spiritual rules. Like, there's rules to it, in regards to like the spiritual side of things. And I was so upset knowing that somebody was trying to attack me. I was so upset because I knew this for a very long time. I spoke out about it. And when I spoke out about it, like they get the attacks, they just kept trying to throw attacks. How you gonna try to throw attacks at somebody when they got the First Amendment? You better be trying to, like, are you out of the country? Like, because like if you try to mute somebody and you live in the United States of America where the First Amendment is like real official, that just means like I've seen people on this platform as spirituals have to run out of the country because them back descendants, people was not playing. So how can somebody tell you cannot use your voice to speak with the First Amendment being a right and think they ain't not gonna go mute? Let me, woo! Something about the church and some money, and I was talking about some church money or something like that. Spiritual money. Something about a Virgo. Somebody's hiding a Virgo's money. It's right. When I said that, it's like my teeth wanted to. It's not like me, but like it's like the person wanted my teeth to like bite my lip, and not at the tip, like at the back. That person was like, so that's something. Somebody like, yo, somebody like really, really has it out for somebody else to the extent that this person could have got a hold of their this particular person's finances. It could be this Virgo, and they tried to hide this Virgo's money. And the crazy part about it, the Virgo don't even know there was money entitled to. The Virgo don't even know there was some money entitled to them. So how would a person do that? Let's be for real. How would a person do that? Only way a person could do that is if they had this person's information. Now here it goes. Here it goes. Identity theft, and it's not only identity theft. It's something else. Like this person, like this whole overall is given impersonator. I'm hearing manipulator, instigator, or you think you been your ranking and get some paper. Like this person was like, this is what I'm talking about. This person, like something not right with this person. Like this person think they somebody else. This person is possessed by whatever. It could be the spirit of depression. It gotta be something else. This person could have like been so jealous of another. This person could have, while they were depressed, been jealous of somebody else, right? So jealous they become envious that they want to be that person. And while trying to be that other person, beat this other person in regards to like, I'm better than them. That's how they feeling. They done forgot they actually somebody else and not the other person. So now they just like manipulator, instigator, or you think you big and ranking and got some paper. Meanwhile, the other person really like that, and the other person is just like pretending. Like, oh my gosh, it's giving imposter syndrome. I believe that's a Sagittarius message. If you want to go listen to that, you can go listen to that. But this is wild. Like, you know when people like, some people, they believe they lie, they tell lies so much that they believe it and they forget that it was ever a lie. This is what this person is doing. They just confused. This person is confused. So now, something about a guy's vehicle, so the Leo placement, very significant. Somebody run. You come in contact with somebody and you start realizing they might be possessed. This person believes their own lies. It is given narcissism to a certain extent. This person is indicating that like they will do something really heinous and then go home like nothing happened. I mean, to each his own. To each his own. This is wild. So, and this is something about, like I said previously, February 3rd, 2025, and also the month of December is very prevalent. It could be from 2024 or it could be from a different year. Now, I wasn't even going to talk about this yet. I was going to wait. But the way I was just upset. Now, this person, you might be wondering, how are they doing? Thank you. I really appreciate it. Yes, I am beautiful. And I hope you're beautiful inside and out too. Hopefully. Now, this person, right? Something about this person wanted to switch destinies with another person. And this was like, I was not going to talk about this yet, but it's so prevalent. I gotta talk about it right now. I have messages that are in sequential order, but like if God like talk about this right now, I'm about to talk about it right now. Especially, let me quick story time. So there's an event I'm going to, God willing, today. And I had to promote it and let people know, multimedia has to show her face, instead of, prepping right now, getting ready. I've got to come on here and do this message because, like, God not finna play with my enemies for real. I had to get real serious with that. And, when people say God or bring God into a conversation, the ones that don't believe are the ones that laugh the most. But God allows himself and his children to laugh even harder. Like, I'm telling you, if we was talking that Chicken Little reference, he was like, the sky is falling, and nobody believed him. And then when it actually did, oh, everybody like, oh my God, they didn't even have time to be like, you was right at first. They were too busy, Book of Revelation, running for their lives. Somebody might I don't know, somebody like if you have to say something in a particular situation, it's not even about the terminology of snitching. Snitching is in regards to we can really have a message right here. Because when I do the S and R's, that, and it's in regard to court case and stuff like that. When it comes to the terminology of snitching, right? If you don't know what snitching is, that it means, title telling on another person. That's in regards to the court system, and usually in regards to gang affiliation. If you're not in the gang, you're now what? A civilian. So that snitching thing don't apply. In regards to this spiritual work that a lot of us intuitives and psychics and tarot readers do, this is not snitching. This is for not everyone. I can't speak for everyone, but this is predominantly for this channel, for this platform, for me, Multimedia 7, this is God's work. So if God tell me to talk about something, I can talk about something. There's no way you can come on this platform and be wishing, don't say nothing about me. Don't come in my energy with that negativity. I would not pick up on no negativity if you wasn't trying to come into my auric field. So like I was saying previously in the other channel message, and other messages, like this whole week has been real ominous. God was saying like, I didn't really care for the whole, enemies were going to be, revealed. I didn't really care about that aspect of it. When it comes to me, in regards of enemies, I don't even ask God to really even show their face no more. I just be like, God, get it done. Archangel Michael, get it done. Like, get him out of here. Like, what are you talking about? I don't even care. Like, I don't care how they get it done. Get it done. God and Archangel Michael do not need my permission to get rid of my enemies. I do not care. Like, there's certain things I think God really just wants his children to see in regards to like people, certain dynamics, environments that they can be in, the characteristics of people, personality traits. That's why it's good to know how to read a birth chart. You know how to read your birth chart, you understand things a little bit more. And you might have to read a birth chart multiple times in order to understand even more. Like, it's not everything you're going to learn in just one day. So, like I was talking about this week, there's this particular theme that happens previously, because that after yesterday it is no longer. There's a particular theme that would happen previously in regards to like whenever I had like a big event, like something like when I would reach a really big goal. It's like the enemy would want to use people to like try to go against my destiny in the sense of like reaching new goals, reaching new success. And I didn't understand it for a long time. For the most part, I was just like, like you're a hater, like you're being weird, like you don't want me to win. And the whole time it's like these people are being used as vessels and props, and they don't even realize it themselves. If you want, if you're ever interested, you can go read my ebook on Barnes and Noble's, Dr. Justice. there was a particular event. Hold on one moment, because I'm gonna tell you an example real quick, because we're gonna cancel this Angie today. I promise. There was a particular event where, I always wanted to do music. Always knew I was going to do music, as a career or whatever. Not because of the fame or the clout or anything like that. That is just naturally one of my talents. I was blessed with the talent of doing music at a young age, writing, making songs. I knew what genres I wanted to do. And it's so interesting because, like, always knew I wanted to do R&B and pop music. I used to watch them conspiracy videos about the industry at a young age. So already, because I wanted to be prepared. I wanted to know what type of industry I was going into. Not everybody does that. People, they go into the industry and they do whatever, and they want the money and the clout and everything like that. And there's nothing wrong with that to a certain extent. But if you don't know the type of stuff that be going on behind the scenes in regards to the music industry, then you can get lost in the sauce. And it's not for the weak of heart. So, with saying all that, I met a few people in my adolescence, and they were very into hip hop and rap. Hip hop and rap was not my specialty at the time, but I liked it. Especially because at the time there was certain people in the industry that like was really, especially for women, like women artists. There was a lot of, not a lot, but there was a few female rappers that was really doing their thing, and creative influence. I'm just like, if they can do it, why can't I? God said I could do music. I'm seeing people on the screen do it. I'm seeing people that I could probably do better than. No shade, because there was a time where like talent was appreciated, and then every 10 years, every decade in the music industry, there's a new change. It went from, and for a long time, you had to have talent in the industry. Then one particular decade came up, and then all of a sudden, mumble rap, all stuff like that. It sounds nice. I ain't even gonna hold you. This certain mumble song is cool. But for a particular time in the music industry, talent, it wasn't needed. And I think right now, that whole you have to have talent to be in the music industry is becoming a real thing. Because if you see on social media right now, a lot of people who got in there quick, like, no shade, but look at Coi Leray and Ice Spice. They have really good songs. I don't know who's mentoring them. I don't know if they really have the talent. That's not my business. I'm just using them as an example of like, look how quickly they got into the industry. One, two, maybe 3 songs. So all of a sudden, you see them going through depression and all the characteristics of that. Because I'm not saying that they weren't prepared to be in the industry. They didn't really know what was going on. They just, message. And I'm sorry I have to say it like that. And if those female artists are not the only people who have gone to the industry and something like that has happened. There's males in the industry too that happens to. But, those were just 2 good examples to let y'all know. So, like I was saying, so this week I was realizing a lot of things. I was asking God in my prayers to reveal certain things. And, they were being revealed. So, coming into this, so like, I was talking about my book, Dr. Justice, right? It wasn't until 2019 that I actually professionally came into the music industry. Have relatives in the music industry. Know people in the music industry. Know people who doing music for a very long time. But I decided, I would learn from those people from a distance. And overall, do everything myself. Not because I wanted to. Everybody's situation is different. When I was doing everything, and I still am doing everything from writing, recording, video templates, like everything, video content, everything. Do everything myself. At first, I was a little sad about it because I was just like, man, I'm trying to get this person on board and this person on board, and I'm telling them my ideas and this and the third, and they wasn't trying to hear me out. Then while I'm doing this stuff by myself, I'm noticing that these people, at first it used to make me upset because then I would see these people try to like copy what I was doing. Then I was just like, wait, hold up. I done told you and you and you, come here, let's do this, let's do this. Y'all was trying to be funny and be like, oh man, that's not cool, this and third. Then when I started doing it, y'all think y'all can do it better. And at first I was upset. But then I realized, oh, you want to be like me. Oh, I'm influencing you. All right. And it's not for me to even, I could be mean about it. But God let me know, like, yo, you really are very impactful in life to a lot of people. A lot of people look up to you, whether they want to believe it or not, whether they're going to say it out loud or not. All you got to do is visually see. If I post something, if I make content and then somebody else makes content that looks similar to what I got going on, it's nothing but a time stamp and a date. Because all you got to do is be like, all right, this person made this on this day. This person made this on this day. This person posted this on this day. This person posted that on that day. All right, so you gonna know who the real is. So fast forward. So it's like somebody wants to be you so bad, but people are noticing how much they're obsessed with you, and it's like, wow. So going back to like my 2019, I was talking about like, I had this really big performance. It wasn't that big, but it was big enough because like the first actual real performance I was going to do in regards to the music industry. And I picked the venue perfectly because like while it could have been looking mediocre to other people, I knew the type of people, performers, actors, actresses who had like even business moguls who have been to that venue. So I'm just like, it's all about manifestation. You could have manifested something into like perfection is not perfection is a state of mind. Everything can't be perfect, of course, but you can tell the difference between trying to perfect something, like how people train to try to perfect their craft. You can tell when something's being manipulated. So right before the performance, the same day, like maybe an hour before that first performance, in 2019, the people around me started trying to argue and bring me into nonsense. It was so interesting because like it was a Sagittarius. It was a Sagittarius placement that had a problem with an Aries placement. Now we know Aries rule chaos magic. Sagittarius has to do with travel. So chaos magic and transportation of some sort. So somebody was trying to put some chaotic energy around me before this performance. So I'm just like, oh yeah. I seen what it was. This is before I even got into spirituality the way I am now. I seen what it was. I said, I don't want no parts of it. So I was just like, I was letting them do whatever they do. I'm like, whatever. I even tried to diffuse the situation. And this is where I realized, you gotta let certain things play out for itself. I didn't know that Sagittarius placement was jealous at the time. If you want to get more insight into who that Sagittarius is, you can join my Just Time, Just exclusive story times on Patreon. There should be more messages coming on about that. But this person was jealous of me, so they wanted to cause a problem with somebody else for no reason, or because they was feeling some type of way. And something about friends, having the right people around you. Aquarius placement, we're gonna get into that. So I wanted to diffuse the situation. I knew there was an Aquarius placement who also had the same tendencies as that Sagittarius placement. I was just like, no. Like, y'all not about to come to me with this. Like, because I knew if I called because the Aries was, the Aries was cool with the Aquarius. The Sagittarius was beefing with the Aries. So I'm like, if I call the Aquarius, Aquarius has to do with celebrity and stuff like that. And mind you, I was about to go do my first performance. I'm just like, oh no, I'm not calling the Aquarius because the Aquarius is going to turn up on you. I already know the Aquarius is going to turn up on you. So I was just like, nah, let me call the Gemini. There was a third-party Gemini. Just listen to the story because this might correlate for you in some type of way. So I call it third party Gemini that knew the Aquarius, that knew the Aries, and could give an unbiased opinion to the Sagittarius. Call the Gemini. I'm just like, man, listen, this person got a particular problem with this Aries. I know you cool with all them, and I know you've been around all three people. This Gemini was around the Sagittarius, the Aries, and the Aquarius. So I knew there was going to be an unbiased opinion. The person was like, yeah, the Aries in the wrong. I already know how they get down, blah, blah, blah. And you know, Aries were like chaos magic. So she knew firsthand, like that person, like, thank you. I appreciate it. It's going to be really nice. Maybe I'll upload a picture for y'all. Yeah, my hair's going to look real nice. But, like I was saying, so like, yeah. So the Gemini was agreeing with the Sagittarius about the Aries and gave words of affirmation, told her, don't worry about it. Don't get upset, this and the third. What did the Gemini go and do? The Gemini went, after the Gemini calmed the Sagittarius down, so that there wouldn't be no issues, the Gemini went behind the Sagittarius back and called the Aquarius. There could be somebody playing both sides. They just try to reframe sight. This person could be playing Mary J. Blige in the background. Like, yo, this person going through it. I'm hearing, while crying like Trey Songz out there somewhere. Somebody, yo, the way this is going to play out, this person who has been trying to do this imposter syndrome, the way this person has been trying to go and shoe in your destiny, the way they're going to end, they're going to be in the background, possibly singing some Mary J. Blige or just crying like, oh, with the Trey Songz crying face. I'm telling you, that person is going to be sliding down the walls crying. The way God is about to spin the block on these ops is crazy. So the Gemini playing to both sides. Somebody is like acting one way with one person, then acting another way with a different person in the form of gossiping. Somebody's gossiping, somebody's being a gossiper, and it's like, I don't know if they tell it's true. It's true. This person upset because I just said it. This person is like not trying to. You know, the game of telephone that has been highlighted in a lot of these messages, previous messages. Somebody playing a game of telephone, like you tell somebody something, then they go to the next person, and like the game of telephone, it gets lost in translation. They don't tell the full truth. Then they go to the next person, dissect that lie, and then tell even less of the truth. And it's gonna go 3 back around to this person. I'm telling you. So like, once the Gemini went behind the Sagittarius back and went to the Aquarius and to let them know what was going on, because the Sagittarius was popping it, was like telling the Gemini basically that she was gonna beat the Aries up or something like that, talking about a fight before my first performance. And mind you, I'm minding my business. That don't got nothing to do with me. So I'm just like, cool. Aquarius calls the phone up. And this is where, you know, that chaos magic was shown, because like the Aries was nowhere near the conversation, but the conversation was about the Aries, the manifestation, manipulation of spirit. Now the Aries energy. So the Sagittarius talking about the Aries to the Gemini, a conversation about the Aries. Gemini tried to calm the Sagittarius down, but went to the Aquarius that's cool with the Aries. The Aries, that Aries energy, that chaotic energy, then went towards the Aquarius. That Aquarius now is like full chaotic mode, like just like going off, calling phones, talking about, why are you talking about this? This person talking like they want to fight. In response, the Sagittarius was like, you're not gonna talk to me that type of way. And now that person, the Sagittarius and Aquarius, they was fighting, just fighting with words. And me, the whole time, I'm knowing that Sagittarius really shouldn't be talking to that Aquarius like that, because like that Aquarius probably gonna start wilding. It was a life lesson because after all that nonsense happened, I hung up the phone. Like, I ain't tried to be rude, but I hung up the phone on Aquarius because I was just like, you're not about to do all this the same day as that previous event. So I'm just like, whatever y'all got going on, y'all gonna have to squash for the day. I told them both. I said, after my performance, if y'all want to get right, if y'all want to fight and everything like that, y'all can go do that. Fast forward, we got to my event. Mind you, this Aquarius person, like I said, had the same similarities with this Sagittarius, with this jealousy and envious spirit. I don't know why people want to be used as vessels for evil. I don't know why. My first event and everything. This same person. Now, what was ironic is that Aries that was nowhere in that conversation said that they wanted to come to that event and help and come support me. Somebody who I was not in close proximity to, somebody that I knew as a third party, wanted to come support me, wanted to be a good friend. Meanwhile, the friend and the other friend were not. That Sagittarius person wanted to help delay the process of me getting to the event. The Aquarius wanted to start the problem. Meanwhile, the main person they arguing about want to come help see me, want to come help support me. And I was thankful for that, but because of all the situation going on, I was just hoping that person didn't show up, because that person showed up, I didn't know what was going to happen between that person and Sagittarius, because it was too chaotic. And I was just like, I'm not having it. They're not going to make me upset. Guess who showed up to that event? The Aquarius. This Aquarius that didn't want nothing to do with me doing music. This Aquarius that didn't want to see me win. It's so funny. While there's people that don't want to see you win, there's powerful people in authoritative positions that want to see you win, myself included. This is given that imposter syndrome where people realize that they cannot be you, so they try to do anything to manipulate the situation to either make it seem like they're better than you in whatever regard. I don't know if it's in beauty, I don't know if it's in skill, but they're still not you. Somebody can be upset that you're being seen by particular people that they even consider in bigger ranks than you. So I don't even know where the spirit of competition in that is even in. Because if you are already jealous and envious of one person, you want to be that person, but you're not. And then on top of that, you upset because people in bigger ranks are interested in this person. Who are you competing against? This is why I don't believe in competition. You just gotta be yourself. And then if you tell that person to be themselves, they then they're about to cry, do the Trey Songz face, because they don't even know how to be themselves because they're so busy trying to be you. So long story short, that Aquarius came there, try to start a problem. Sagittarius manipulated the situation to try to put me into some sort of struggle, and it was access denied. Because if you want to learn more about this particular story, just go on Barnes & Noble's, purchase the Dr. Justice book, and it's very vivid, so you can see what happened there. Did I prevail from that situation? I certainly did. Did I get everything back that I want from that situation? I definitely did take my energy back. And it's nothing but God in that situation, because it could have went so far into a terrible situation. Not for myself particularly, but I could have really got my karma back using my own hands. But God was like, he wanted much more from me. God was like, I'm going to handle the situation. And he surely did. It was so ironic because right after that event that Aquarius and Aries came to, and the Sagittarius, all stuff like that, like the Sagittarius lost their vehicle and their job. And then the Aquarius and the Aries went to another event, I believe the same week. Like within 7 days, the Aquarius Aries went to an event the same week, and then somebody went and shot up the place. And you know, the person telling me the story, I'm just looking at them like what do you want me to say? How you gonna come and try to disrupt my stuff and then think like that energy wasn't gonna be returned back? Somebody could have wanted to shoot somebody. Somebody could have wanted to fight somebody. God, like, access denied. You, that's what you want to do? That's what you want to do? Oh, why? God, like, I heard. Let me turn the tables real quick. So fast forward. The other day, I had like this dream. This was really yesterday. I had made a particular prayer to God. It wasn't nothing new, but it was like I had to change some things up. Because I was like, I want to make sure that these prayers is not only vivid, they're clear, concise, to the point. Because God know I don't got no time to play with no enemy. Before this dream, I might add, I was speaking to a particular Gemini placement, and I realized early on that this person was doing some sort of mental or physical or spiritual manipulation. And I was just, you know, God really showed it to me, and I was just like, let me just see for myself. Let me see how far you about to take it. I literally saw this person. This is the thing, right? There's somebody that is trying to hide their hand in regards to, you know, either trying to get back at you. And you didn't do nothing to this person, mind you. You didn't really do nothing to this person. You could have hurt their feelings or something like that. You could have, like, made them feel inferior in some type of way by just being yourself. This person is trying to use other people to manipulate you and manipulate a situation. And I don't know if these people even know they're being used. They're like, this person is being used as a vessel by the enemy and trying to use other people as vessels. But are they really the enemy, or are they like what? Like it's a lot of parts and pieces going on. This person I seen, they try to use somebody to cause sickness. Like this person's been trying to cause sickness to somebody for so long. And now it's not, and they realize it's not working. You know, the interesting thing is, this person could possibly be sick. That's the crazy part. This person, like, somebody could intentionally been trying to make you sick because they are sick. And you could have blocked out this sickness. I don't know how. But like, you even blocked out the sickness. So they themselves, they're just sitting their own sickness. But they're trying to use other people. And you know, like, this person could either be physically sick or spiritually sick. So like if they're spiritually sick, it's like the people that they're using is because they're coming into proximity of this said person. So while this person is spiritually sick, they're they could be doing come to me spells. They're having people around them and using them as vessels so that like they can spread this sickness to certain people. Something about a vehicle, very significant. This person, like, it's so interesting, like, no funny. Like, so I was talking to this Gemini, this guy, right? I was telling him, like, yeah, you know, he asked me about my hobbies and whatnot. I'm just like, yeah, you know, I like to coin collect this and the third, da, da, da. And I was like, one day he was trying to get contact with me, but like I was too busy coin collecting, and I was just like, all right, like amazing thing that happened. So I was just like, yeah, cool, whatever. Then I finally, you know, had went to go see him or whatever the case may be. First thing I see, this man got a whole coin collection, got some little setup going on. I'm looking like you was never into coin collecting. Now you coin collecting, and it was weird because like he's a guy, so I'm just like, are you doing that to impress me? Because like, you know, people don't want you to like really think too hard on certain situations. It's like on one aspect, he could have been doing that to impress me. The energy was so weird that day. That man was acting so weird. I knew he was possessed by the way he was texting me, and I was just like, yo. But what he didn't know, I have people on the spiritual side, archangels, That go with me everywhere. So they literally, while he doing certain things, they literally telling me, showing me what he doing. I done made it to an hour on here. You know, thank God, I'll go be the God. I never thought I was going to do like an hour message, but this is so important. Like he was like, so the first thing came out, I'm like, is he doing this to impress me? But I knew, like, I'm being nice, like I'm being nice in this bitch. I'm just being nice. I'm down, just like, oh, he doing this to impress me. And my whole time in my head, whole time in my mind, whole time in the spiritual, the archangels, deceased ones is talking to me, telling me what the he doing, and I'm like, play it cool. I'm just like, ain't no way, because ultimately it could have been like he's trying to like at first glance it's looking like, all right, he's trying to impress me over this evening, but because he was doing other stuff in the background and I was seeing it visually, they was telling me, they was like, yeah, like he want to be like you. And like if a man wants to be like a female, it's nothing wrong with, you know, being inspired. But when it comes to in a certain extent where a man wants to be like a woman or is too into things that woman does, there's things that men can do and women can do. But if a man is like too interested in certain things that another woman isn't interested in, it's given he might be on the down low, he might be of the LGBT community. And while there's nothing wrong with the LGBT community, why are you hiding your sexuality? You know? And it's so interesting because like this person like is always talking about, you know, the LGBT community in regards to like, oh yeah, that's gay, that's gay, that's gay. You feel me? I'm a heterosexual monogamous woman. And even though I'm not of the LGBT community, I respect the LGBT community in a certain aspect of like, all right, that's who they want to be. That's who they are. They're not afraid to stand on that. I don't respect down low people. I'm not even going to hold you. I don't respect y'all because pretending to be somebody that you're not, that I don't respect that on any aspect. So like while this guy is, you know, parading around trying to be a macho man and you keep talking about gay people, we keep talking about gay people. I can talk about gay people. No shade. I can talk about gay people and be like, you know, this and that, this and third. We can talk about spirituality. We can talk, it's many different things I can talk about, different topics just based on that. It's a lot going on there. But in regards to like down low community and stuff like that, and that I don't think the down low community is in regards to the LGBT community. Those are two completely separate things. Because the LGBT community is not afraid of nothing. They is who they is. That's that. The down low community, that's not cool. I don't even think that's cool for the LGBT community. For the LGBT community, I'm not part of it, but I really would appreciate if y'all really start calling these down low people out. There's no way y'all be going these parades. Y'all got an active activist movement. You got all this stuff going on. Like you got all this stuff going on to commemorate y'all, and y'all still got down lows in y'all community? Ain't no way. You got children over here doing sex changes? Ain't no way. It should be no down low people. It should be no down low people. Be proud of who you are. Why would you be? It's certain now. There is certain things, certain family dynamics. Sometimes certain like perceptions that will make somebody feel some type of way about, you know, being of the LGBT community. But with all this stuff going on, what you scared of? So like, it's given a man wanting to be masculine, but at the same time, he's hiding who he truly is. And I was talking about in a specific message. I was like, when it comes to spirituality, you know, there's nothing wrong with men and spirituality, divination, and stuff like that. There's levels to it, though, right? But like when when a man is trying to compete with a woman so much that they are then forcing themselves into divination, spiritual work. I say it all the time. A lot of those men that don't go into it for good reason, trying to go against women, they end up of the LGBT community. And the reason why they be on the down low, because they're just like you can go on this platform of YouTube and you can see a whole bunch of LGBT people doing intuitive reads and you know, tarot messages and stuff like that, and they are proudly gay. You can see it, you know it, they'll tell you. You know, they had to do their own thing to like, you know, get to where they at. But a down low person, Could never. So when they find themselves of the LGBT community, trying to be of the LGBT community, but they're not because they down low. And the reason why there's so much confliction is because they was trying to do something they had no business doing, trying to research something they had no business doing. Now they encourage themselves, and I'm not trying to say being gay is a curse to a certain extent, but I'm just saying they didn't willingly choose to be gay. They conflicted. They're confused. And you would think that is what somebody would say about the LGBT community. No, that's not always the case. You know, somebody could have told this person, like, don't go do this, don't go look this up, da 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 da. They wouldn't do it anyway, now da da da. They on the down low. So now, in the previous message, right? Not the previous, in the previous dream catcher, like, this just happened yesterday. So I'm like, it was some sort of weird astral projection. So somebody tried to astral project to me, whether they knew they were doing it or not, or maybe I just seen it happen in the spiritual. Potato. Weirdest thing. I'm not going to say everything, but God knows what I'm talking about. I'm literally taking a nap, get my beauty rest, regular. You see how cute I am. And mind you, I was still feeling uneasy about, the conversation I had with Gemini and this person doing some weird stuff in the background. Like, for the fact, like, a deceased person that I knew was coming to the physical to show me, tell me, like, he was like, I ain't fucking with that. I don't know if I can say he was like, I ain't messing with that. And he's like, I ain't messing with him. He's like, he is something off about him. And I was just like, And the person, same day, showed themselves to me by sending me a video of some LGBT activity. It was like, ha 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 ha. Like, why are you sending this to me? That's what I'm talking about. It be, people say it be the ones that be like so homophobic and be like, oh, that's gay, that's gay, that's gay. You don't gotta say that. That's why my new term is no bussy. Instead of saying no cap, I'm about to start saying no bussy. Like, just know the lingo started with B. And maybe when I used that terminology, it could have offended this person. It was a particular person. I was talking about the LGBT community with this person, and I said the same exact thing I'm saying now. I'm not afraid to reiterate. I say, I don't respect people who's down low. That's not cool. And that person, like, got so quiet. And I'm just like, looking at, like, are you of the LGBT community? Like, what the heck? Like, yo, you acting like I said something so offensive. It's not offensive. You taking it personal because you might be doing DL shenanigans. And I ain't had, you might not even know what somebody was doing in regards to their sexuality. Somebody could be doing something real creepy in the back, and you don't even know, and then you said something in just mere conversation, and you offended this person because they hiding themselves, because they're not a real person, because they suffering through imposter syndrome. It's crazy. It's crazy. But how you gonna get mad at somebody for using their First Amendment? That is crazy. So, like, in the dream thing, it was like an out of body experience. Because, like, I had just finished writing these prayers down. I'm like, God, this the prayer, this the prayer, this the prayer, this the prayer. Go mode, let's go. Not like that, but God know how I be talking. He said, I ain't playing no game. Ain't with no lanes. Then in the dream, I saw a man and a woman. So man and woman represents Leo, Cancer, Virgo. And then next to then I seen something, like, it was so funny. I could see this. It wasn't like the person. I seen the silhouette of a man and a woman. And that's in correlation with the too much BS going on. No, that's in correlation with the 3 missed attacks. If you want to go check that message out. Because in that message, somebody was trying to harm somebody's, genitals. Somebody was trying to send shots at somebody's home. Somebody was trying to, like, take shots at somebody in particular. Like, somebody could have been talking so much about you. But what's about to happen to them is going to be publicized so crazy. So, in the dream, I seen this man and woman in silhouette. Then I seen something scurrying around them. Like, and I was just like, what the heck? Mind you, I'm in my own vicinity, so I don't know if I'm saying this in the spiritual. I don't know if that somebody was astral projecting to me. When I say I was so upset, that's why I have to do this message today, and that's why I don't care. It's an hour in, and I'm talking about this stuff. This is what I heard, and I believe the woman said it. Something about the Cancer Virgo placement. This person said, first they're nice, then they're zesty. As much as I wanted to like be like, what? Like, or laugh at that, like that comment, because I'm in the dream thing, I'm asleep. Then I see somebody astral projecting or whatever, or I'm astral projecting, whatever the case may be. I'm just like that's the only thing the person said. The person said first they're nice, then they zesty. Now a lot of people know that terminology of zesty is for two things. Zesty is in regards to like food condiments, like the taste of something. And I had just did something because like when I was talking to that Gemini, I'm like, yo, something is off. And I had to do something, but like I was just like, it wasn't too crazy, but it was like I had to protect myself. I was like, nah, because I learned a new trick. But it's not a new trick, but I learned something new. And ironically, the person helped. The person tried to do something weird to me. So I tried to protect myself. And in the midst of me trying to protect myself, the Gemini helped me protect myself against themselves. So it's like your enemy is literally helping protect you and bring their own demise. It's crazy. So in the dream, I heard first day, nice, then they zesty. You know, zesty is in regards to like, me looking a little zesty. It's supposed to be like a slur to the LGBT community, but it's really not. It's for the down low community. That shouldn't even be a community. That down low propaganda, that's where that zesty thing comes from. That's where you think somebody's on the down low, not somebody is apparently a part of the LGBT community. I just need to clarify that for anybody who need to know. Soon as they said that zesty word, something just jumped up, tried to get to me and everything like that. Mind you, I'm asleep. And it's not, I don't know if they try to call sleep paralysis, whatever. People be trying to send things that be happening to them to you, and that shit is crazy. I have never went through sleep paralysis ever in my life, because even while lucid dreaming, I be moving. I be fucking moving. I don't care how hard you think I'm not gonna move. I can move in the dream state. Fuck is you talking about? I don't know if I can say that, but like, y'all need to know I'm not playing. So let me put my ass squat on. Cute. It's giving, and no, I'm realizing that I got this like ass on. It's giving like it's something about Daphne and Velma. You know what cartoon I'm talking about? Animated series. There's something about these animated series this week. And I'm thinking Daphne right now. Fred used to wear the ascot. And everybody knows in that animated series that Daphne and Fred had a thing for each other, something like that. But if you really think about it, Fred might have been on the DL. No funny, like I ain't even trying to be funny. Fred could have been on the DL because Daphne was really into Fred. And everybody knew Fred and Daphne was a thing. But every time Fred would, be around Daphne, it'd be this weird energy going on. I think one time she even kissed him on the cheek, and like he was just like didn't know what to do. Like this man was the leader of their group. They had this zesty man as the leader. They had this zesty man as the leader of their group, would lead them to go find ghosts. They was really looking for ghosts, but every time they found ghosts, this is crazy. They was looking for ghosts. They was like the pre before the post Ghostbusters. Going to find for ghosts, and then funny, they'd be so mad. It wouldn't be everybody, but they'd be so mad. The only two people that wasn't mad was that one guy named Dog, but we're not gonna get into that. But they be so mad every time they about to go play Ghostbusters, and there'll be actual people hiding behind the mask. Imposter syndrome. They be so mad. You're the imposter. We trying to look for spirits. What? Somebody could have been conjuring up spirits, yo. Trying to go against you, conjuring up spirits. They over conjuring up trickster spirits whole time. Oh! I'll be the laugh, but this just like so basically so somebody doing some weird stuff. So like I was saying, so like I said it was like this weird and it was like I guess it was an animal or whatever like that. This animal was like shape shifting or whatever, like from the people like trying to get to me while I was asleep. And I'm like, look, I'm asleep and awake at the same time. I'm like what you doing? Like what you doing? Like I'm like, yo, get the fuck away from me. Like and so I guess it was like a cat. You know, cats is a feminine energy, so that would be Cancer Virgo. So, and I seen what this Gemini did. This Gemini tried to like do some weird stuff, but I ain't gonna get into that. We can talk about that in another message. I mean, possibly on Patreon. So it was a cat, and the cat like my hands. Like first of all, when you defending yourself, you gonna ball your fist up. I don't know about anybody, y'all. Like some people's like response to certain things, like I'm gonna tell you my response to certain things, like don't creep up behind me, don't try to like do certain things in a weird connotation to me, because some people responses are different. Some people will go like and they run and they scared and this and that. I will hit you, but I'm trying to be a lady, you know what I'm saying? So like, but like my response to seeing some animal try to no Peter, I'm just saying this was in the spiritual, this don't got nothing to do with the physical. But like this animal just like I couldn't see it, like it was shape shifting. It was like I'm trying to think what anime series is that like something like a ninja, like if you ever watch like this anime series, like and they be just like they just be on go and they just be transport, like somebody be like trying to transport, like so you couldn't see what was actually going on. Somebody don't want you to see what actually happened. Yo, so this I'm guessing it's a cat. I knew it was a cat, some sort of variation of the cat. This cat came and tried to like the reason why I keep talking about balling up your fist in response is because like my response to seeing something trying to attack me in the dream state, whether it was a person or an animal, is for me to ball my fist up and being bow. Because what are you talking about? Why would I just let you try to attack me? Are you crazy? Like, so if my hands is balled up in fist, like I'm about to, defend myself. Because it's the spiritual we're talking about. So then they tried to claw both of my hands with its nails like it was like a cat or something. So I'm just like, and when I woke up, my hands was like, I could feel it from the dream state to when I woke up. Because right then and there, I woke up, I was like, nah, I gotta wake up because you played too much. And I'm just like, I feel the burning sensation. So I'm like, all right, so trying to attack the palms, what does that have to do with palmistry? Your destiny. You could tell your destiny on your hands. Somebody was trying to take my destiny from me, and it's like you can't do that. And it's something about I heard from a particular tarot reader. She was saying like water burns out fire. So something about a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, very prominent. Like something in regards to somebody wants your business. Somebody don't want you to travel somewhere. Somebody's upset that you're an entertainer, or you're very entertaining, or like you're melanin. I don't know. So like it's just a lot. It's just a lot. So you could have a water sign that's helping you at this moment. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Somebody sees something. Somebody knows something. But like when I woke up and I felt all that brain sensation, I was like, oh nah, I had to do what I had to do because back to center is never nothing. So I'm like, let me look more into this, So somebody tried to take somebody's things, belongings, using money magic. And then the whole thing is about whose Taurus placements is more prominent or something like that. Because money has to do with Taurus, but Taurus also has to do with government officials. So like, it's just like me being on this platform, being who I am and knowing my birth chart, is just like, if that person really tried to do something like that to me, it's like, I already told God, whatever happens to that person, happens to that person. I don't really care, because There's something about this person wanting to shift through different people. Well, I was talking about earlier about this person could actually be sick, either physically or spiritually. So when people come in contact with them, they trying to put that depression energy, that sickness energy on them. And I say I rebuke back to sender. This person doing weird stuff. They might do weird stuff with kids. Like it's given like this person so creepy. It's given like this person want to be in the occult so bad that they're doing possibly not only physical crime but spiritual crimes as well. And it's just like that is just bound to backfire on them. But back to sender, like get away, get away, get away. So then, so it's something about this person using particular people. There's something about this person wanting to take somebody's destiny. I seen like this person try to manipulate a situation with the Aquarius placement, right? And it was so interesting because while I was waking up from that dream, I received a phone call from an Aquarius. Right after I did them prayers. So I'm just like, oh nah, is you the one? Like, what the fuck? So the Aquarius want me to help them do something. Meanwhile, the Aquarius called me, wanted me to help them do something. Right after, like literally during me waking up from the dream, calling my phone to Aquarius, I'm just like, oh, I give no F's because like I give no F's. I don't care who it is. Like you trying to attack me, you trying to take from my destiny, knowing that you can't. Like it's up for you. Like we were talking about, it's up and it's stuck. So I'm just like, oh nah. Papa, let me see how this continues to play out. Something about Aquarius and a Leo. It could be a man, Aquarius man, a celebrity man, or somebody who's seen as a celebrity man. It could be somebody in an authoritative position that wanted to take something away from you, that wanted to try to tarnish your destiny, delay your destiny. And God is putting a stop to all that. Like he's not playing. And like I said, I've received a phone call from this Aquarius, and Aquarius was like, this Aquarius will call me sometime to be like, oh, can you go do this for me? Can you go do this for me? And I don't have no problem doing it, certain things. Because if I need a favor, they'll do me a favor. If they need a favor, if it's wise of me to do, I don't mind. It's not everything you have to do for a particular person. And knowing that I just woke up from that crazy dream, and then all of a sudden they calling me, I was like, yeah, I'm not helping you with that favor. You know who helped them with that favor? An Aries. And mind you, the thing that the person wanted me to do, the person wanted me to physically pick something up of theirs and deliver it to them. And there's something about like somebody trying to play mailman. Oh, in a minute, Mr. Postman. Hey. Sirens. Just heard sirens outside. Like somebody like caught themselves trying to like. Somebody caught themselves trying to like use their authoritative position to bring your demise, and God's like, nah, you don't even got the clearance to do that. And overall, the way everything presumed was that like, I'm doing my thing. Somebody tipped me off, by the way, onto like some weird stuff that was going on in the background. Mind you, I got something to do today. And, I didn't mind, going out celebrating before and after. I don't mind it, I felt like somebody was trying to punk me. Like somebody's like, oh, she ain't gonna do it. She ain't gonna do it. Like, and I'll do it. Like, what you talking about? Like, but not like that. It's just like I ain't arguing with nobody. There's no reason for that. I can't help if somebody is envious or upset at me because they're really upset themselves. That's their own personal problem and not my burden. So it's like I have nothing. If I don't have nothing to hide, I'm authentically being myself. It's always gonna be a back to sender on my enemy because y'all playing imposter syndrome. So somebody tried to call my bluff. It was like, oh, you ain't gonna come outside. You ain't gonna come outside. I'm like, I'll come outside. It was never nothing. I could just do my wig, do my hair again, It was never nothing because, like I said, I be doing lots of myself. I don't mind, being somebody else's client so they can do my own hair, but like it matters who touches this head of mine, this hair of mine. So I was just like, whatever, I'll come outside, whatever. I'll come do some. I'll show you some. And it's like this person had to, it's like somebody tried to call somebody's bluff and it backfired majorly on a particular person. Like somebody was like the imposter the whole time. I'm like, you're the imposter. Oh yeah? I'll show you something. And this person, not this person, like, oh my gosh. Right when I was like doing my hair and stuff like that, I'm thinking about, am I gonna go outside, whatever like that. To be honest, I didn't care either way. I would do my hair thinking like the next day. I'm like, you know what? I'm doing my hair. I got something to do today actually. So yesterday, I'm doing my hair for the next day. If I go out, I'll go out. If I don't, I don't. I don't really care. Yeah, because my presence is always a blessing. To be around me is a blessing. And that's how many people of God should see themselves. It's no way this imposter believe in God like this, because there's no way. So I'm getting dressed and stuff like that, and I'm like, I was like, let me test out a theory. I was like, because I knew the energy of what was going on because this person was trying to call my bluff. This person wanted me to come out to do something because they wanted to see the sincerity, the genuineness of a particular situation. I know I'm sincere. I know I'm genuine in regards to like being authentic. The other person is like a third party situation. There's a third party somewhere that got all these secrets. Not able to tell the truth because they got all these secrets. Me, I might know the secret. I might not know the secret. So it could be a little intimidating for them. So this person, this third party, didn't want me to go out and have a good time, enjoy it, whatever like that, because they're afraid of what I could have said. Still can't say. So I'm like, let me test the theory. Because honestly, did I want to go out? No, because I don't want to go out the day before I'm about to do something really good. And I still am going to do something good. And I'm going to go there safely. And I'm going to come back safely. What are you talking about? Because the theory already was tried the first time. And I seen what happened. I was like, You just might have to just watch how things play out for this particular scenario. You might not even know who the person is, but if you start seeing somebody go through some chaotic, terrible stuff, don't even just don't even say that. Just be like. So while I was doing my hair and everything like that, I'm just like, I felt as though I knew, like, with certain things, indicators going to show me that, all right, something weird is going on. Here come the Aquarius. Aquarius dressed up in this leopard cat suit. It was cute, don't get me wrong. But after having that dream, like, oh, can you help me? Can you help me? I need help putting this on. And there's no shade. Like, I don't feel no type of way talking about it because it's like, I just had that dream same day. When that Aquarius called my phone. I just had that dream same day when you came to this room with this, previously. So it was like, and I already seen what was going on, and God been showing me about the situation. I'm just like, damn. Somebody might not feel like they you, and that's all right. That's their own personal business and burden. Like, just continue being yourself and authentic. Message top of the deck still here. God blesses me with awards. I am anointed and blessed. Something about a Virgo. Something about awards. What would awards be? Virgo, Pisces, Aquarius. But the most prevalent zodiac signs at the moment are Taurus, Sagittarius, Aquarius, Capricorn. My destiny is mine. Protection and safety for myself and my supporters. Psalm 91. Stay blessed. God bless the rest. For my enemies, you can perish it. I don't care.